and ethical spirit communication. Spirit medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and is featured as a top 100 psychic in America. Here is spirit medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I like to talk like Ed Sullivan, who was on TV, I guess in the 60s, late 50s, maybe even. I don't really know. Just goes to show you how old I am. If you want any beauty secrets on looking young, just let me know. Anyway, hi, everybody. So as usual, tonight we'll do a couple of different things. At the beginning of the show, I'll have a focus subject. Hopefully it's of benefit to you. Then I do a group message. Then I go to the phone lines and I start with other side connections. Then I go to other kind of readings. If you've made a donation, you get special treatment as you are going to jump to the top of the queue. I have 2 donations that I know of so far. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Susie. Those donations go in part to help animals. If you do have an urgent matter that just can't wait, you actually can jump the gate. You can jump to the top of the gate. You could jump right over the gate like they did, the donation people. And also help animals by going to the website for the show, which is spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com, and there you will find a variety of resources, one of which is making a donation, and there's numbers for each thing you can do there. Donation is number 2, jump the gate. And if you want to watch the show live, that's number 3. There's a live video feed there of me, and also, I made it a little bit more interesting. If you want to enter the webinar with me, jump right into it. You can do so at step 3. It says join the video live at step 3 on spiritmediumtv.com. Join the video live. Click here to enter video. So just click on the word here, and you will go into the video. If you have a Google account of some sort, if you do not, you will be prompted to create one, I believe, at that moment. So just follow the instructions. And also please put your mic on mute upon entering, because usually what happens is I'm in the middle of doing the group message, a channel message, and all of a sudden I hear this little noise in the background, and I know somebody entered the video, so the webinar, so just try to remember that, okay, to mute your mic upon entering. Alrighty, so I know there's another thing on spiritmediumtv.com. You can actually get a sale and a private session with me. That's item 4, which describes exactly how to get that sale. And the sale entails a third more time free than that for which you pay. So if you pay for 30 minutes, a third of that is 10 minutes. So you get 10 minutes for the price of, you get 40 minutes for the price of 30 minutes. And you need to use event code radio show when you book your appointment. And all appointments are booked at booklaura.com. Booklaura.com. Okay. Anything else I need to say? There's always something to say, right? Well, okay. Today's focus subject went out in the newsletter. Speaking of newsletter, if you want to be kept apprised of our beautiful, delightful offers to you, announcements, events, articles, and also keep apprised of what I'm up to, because I might not always be on Blog Talk Radio. If you like me, if you like the show, join the mailing list. Upon doing so, you'll be offered a couple of gifts. One of them is, I think it's a $10 value of an intro with a psychic service that I represent. I not only do readings, but I also represent another psychic service, and I might be adding even others to that. I also represent certain products that I like, so all of that information would be obtained by you by joining our mailing list, and there's always some free samples and goodies like that. So how do you join the mailing list? You go to And at the upper right of the screen, you'll see my picture, and it'll say right under there how to join the mailing list. But anyway, today's newsletter went out early today, and there was a focus article in there, your inspiration, if you will, and it was all about authenticity. Something Spirit has been teaching me a lot about lately, particularly, well, it just doesn't go away, actually. I think it's my specialization because it's all about the soul. It's all about your what you've come to earth to do, who you really are. The more authentic you are, the more successful you'll be in love as well as in money. So if you're having issues, it's because you've got a glitch there. And I believe the chakra that really houses most of this is the third chakra, the solar plexus. But that was something I was channeling earlier, and I was like, oh, really? I didn't know that. And then I looked it up, and it did indeed, it was backed up with Kundalini, an article on Kundalini and the third chakra. So authenticity is all about being who you really are. And it's really hard to be who you are in our society and also as a human. Okay? Why? Why is it so darn hard? Well, because we all want to fit in on some level. To bring it to a biological, primal level, we actually have been selected over time to be animals that conform so we can enjoy the safety and the survival of the group. Okay? So while it's good to conform so that you can have a physical survival, there's also a spiritual survival which underpins all of that. Now, can you be authentic within the conformity of the group? Yes. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about understanding the difference, understanding when you're cutting yourself off for who you really are, and learning how to be who you really are within a global picture and within a group consciousness, because we're not islands unto ourselves. We are within a group consciousness. But funny thing is, if you learn how to be authentic, give yourself that gift. Okay? Funny thing is, everything is going to get better for you. I'm going to focus on love today. This is a channeled article. If you're listening to this today, you can find it on the right sidebar of spiritmediumtv.com. You'll see it the last one on the right. Attract love, authenticity to attract love. If you're listening at a future point in time, just go to my website. Spiritmediumtv.com is a page on my website. And in the search box on the right sidebar, just above the recent posts, you can put in the word attract love, and you can also put in the word authenticity. You should be able to find this article, which I was just reviewing it before the show started, and I wrote it I think last week. It just sort of whoop came out of me. It was channeled. I love channeling because a lot of stuff comes in without me really working very hard to bring. It's coming in from the ones, and the ones are bringing in information that they're either teaching you through me or the collective unconscious. They're pulling it in from something like that. In any event, let's just go through this logic here. Okay. So when you're authentic, you're saying to yourself that you're allowed to be who you are. And when you think about that, that's like the greatest gift you can give yourself. You don't have to hide who you really are so people will like you. You're saying, I can be who I really am. Okay? So you're giving yourself support as a human being. And it's an exciting path. But you start to radiate a higher frequency and a higher vibration, because you're actually using a lot of energy being inauthentic. Okay, covering things up is like lying, for example. Any of you online dating and you've lied about this and that? Well, think of it this way: when you go to meet the person that you're meeting from an online introduction, an online dating introduction, well, you're coming in with all these ideas of, geez, I got to now figure out if I want to keep the age I lied about. I have to know I have to know my history that way and my forms of reference. See, all this stuff starts to trouble you, and you start to get a little worried. Can I pull this off? Or do I look that age? And blah, 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 blah. And before you know it, you lowered your frequency. You lowered your vibration. So a higher vibration is a happier vibration. A higher vibration is charismatic. And when you think about it, that means attracting, right? Attracting in. It does take courage to do this, okay? Because we're generally not encouraged in our society to be ourselves. We always want to fit in somehow, but you can fit in and still be yourself. Okay, so I'm trying to paraphrase some of this stuff here. So this is an interesting idea that when you are being yourself, you can give this gift to another. So let's see it this way. So when you give yourself the gift of acceptance, others will start to attract to you. Okay, it creates charisma. I already mentioned that, because each person secretly wants to be themselves. We all want to be ourselves, and we want to be loved for it. Okay, so they attract to you. And if you start being introduced to or starting to meet potential love partners, and you are authentic in that situation, you are encouraging that other person to be themselves so they can feel comfortable around you. It's very magical. It's actually quite giving. Not only giving to yourself, but giving to them. And then that other person can be relaxed around you and get to know the real you. And when each person gets to know the real them, a connection happens. That's when emotional connections happen. So if you're floundering around trying to find somebody, you're not getting that connection, first get it with yourself in support of who you are. Now, this article doesn't say this, but I kind of thought about it today. I was working in my back room. I have we call it a Florida room in Florida, but it's a porch which is enclosed, so that if you put air conditioning in there, it can cool down. But you can also open these big windows, jalousie windows I have, and get a breath of fresh air. So anyway, I was working in there trying to clean it up because it was absolutely outrageous. Yuck. As a matter of fact, right now I still smell some of what was in there. But I thought about it later on when I was done. I looked at it. I started to feel really good. You know, if you've ever gone to a life coach or you know anything about life coaching, you know that when you clean things up, one of the things they love to tell you is to clean your closets out. When you get things in order, when you start to fix the place in which you reside, your home, you raise your vibration. You start to feel better. So I thought to myself, this, as I read the article later, I says, I should add this into the article. Maybe I will have time, or maybe I'll write a different article on it. But the way to authenticity, how do you get authentic, right? Because we're not encouraged to be so. So how do you get authentic? Well, it's spending time every day complaining to yourself about what you don't like in your life. Write it down. Journal. Take a meditation and journal. I hate this. I hate that. Get it out of your system. And then put next to it the antidote, or the opposite of that. So one of the things I hated was that clutter in the back room, that dirt in the back room, and it just brought me down and made me depressed every time I saw it. So then as I started to clean that out, and I'm now going to make it a nice, friendly, comfortable space, I thought to myself, damn, if I'd known about this earlier, I would be doing this when I finish that project and think of the next project. Because you get so confused sometimes. You're so busy living, you forget about listening to yourself. What do I want to do to help myself, to make my life a little bit better, to make things flow a little bit better? What's on my mind? What really are my dreams, right? So I encourage all of you to take time to complain to yourself every day, and then take steps to correct one project at a time. Don't try to do it all at once. Just one thing at a time. And I guarantee you that you will start to become more authentic to who you are. And in so doing, raise your frequency so you're more attracting of others. And when you find someone significant, Or if you're in a relationship now, that relationship will heal. That relationship will heal. That doesn't mean that you may work everything out. You may decide, both of you, in being authentic, okay? Because when you're authentic, you're encouraging the other person to be themselves. You may decide that both of you don't have compatibility, so it's a loving departure or a loving breakup. But everything gets better upon the introduction and the exercise of authenticity. There's a lot more in the article. I won't go on about it after this, because I said a lot more than I wanted to say this evening, this afternoon, depending on your time zone. But I will leave you with that. Hopefully you found it helpful and that you can read the article on your own when you need to, if you need to. So we're going to do a group message now. Everybody, if you would please sit back in your respective locations and uncross your arms and legs and start to breathe from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to get very light and relaxed. Opening up your abdomen, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root chakras, to breath and air, breathing in deeply. And on exhale, letting go of all tension and stress, relaxing into the eternal, infinite now. If you are wanting an other side connection, please ask for your loved one or loved ones to come in. If you are wanting a life question or healing, please focus on the subject of that right now. As you do that, I will go do the prayer and I'll be right back. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, so give me a moment while I make a connection for a group message, a channeled group message. We are here. We have come in to align and alert you to the magic within yourselves. Each of you knows you're special. Each of you knows that you have a light within yourself. Each of you knows that you are bright. We would like to tell you that you are even more so than you realize, that you actually have more within you that is without you. What we mean by this is you are just a part of your total energy. What you know about yourself is just a brief introduction to your true power. And aligning with your power will make life easier. So we suggest that you at first understand that simple concept, that what you know as yourself is not truly you. There is a bigger part of you. There is a broader part of you that is supernatural, that has abilities and talents that you only have heard about but did not know you possess. One of your magical quotients, one of your magical talents is knowing who you are. The more that you can align with who you are by hearing yourself and healing yourself, the more you will understand your full glory. You will understand your full power. You will have at your disposal elements which before were not utilized. One of the first powers that will emerge is the power of intuition, psychic perception. You will also, besides knowing things and getting hunches and guidance more, you will also start to be given synchronistic opportunities. The road to this magic is by hearing your heart. It is advisable on a daily basis to sit and hear your heart chakra. Actually listen to it. What we mean by that is focusing in the chest cavity and allowing your feelings to be recorded, emerge, or at least heard by you. When you have a yearning in your heart for something, it is important to add it into your life. Each day will go better for you. Each moment will be a higher vibration. And soon you will start to experience life at a new frequency and a new tonality of love. Namaste. Okay, well, that sounds good. Alrighty, so I'm going to go to the first person who's waiting for another side connection. That would be Donna. Donna, are you there?
I am.
Hi, sweetheart. So just relax, love, and think silently of your loved one in spirit world. She's already told me who she requested somebody actually, and I will go for that request. Okay, I don't ask people to give me requests, but it was blurted out, and that's fine. It was blurted out right away, and that's fine, Donna. Not a problem. So let's see what's going on with your aunt, who's a sweet doll. Give me a moment. Yeah, there's something about roses being given away. Roses being given away. I just want to say that first. You don't need to say anything yet. Roses are very important to you, Donna. She says roses are in your room right now. You have them around you right now. Do you have any flowers at home, please, Donna?
Do I have roses? No, I don't have any fresh flowers. No.
All right. I don't know why she's saying that, but just let it go. It was a rough passing. Very rough. She says it didn't really hurt as much as everyone thought, but it took longer than she would have liked. She says it was a longer passing than she would have liked. All right, I'm trying to get something else rather than that. That's subjective. I'm trying to get facts. Hold on for a moment. Okay, so I do see a face. She's not letting me see herself well enough that I can describe it. Hold on. She has full lips. She has a nose that's it's straight. Her nose is a little bit wider. She has kind eyes, more of an oval shape to her face, but the lips are distinctive in the fact they're full. Would you understand your aunt to have had full lips, please, Donna?
Yes. Yeah, she has full lips. Yeah.
All right. Well, just and I'm going to remind you because I know you know because you've called in before, and you did very well with that answer. Don't reveal anything, just yes or no, okay, sweetie? So I'm going to remind you of that. She also shows me that her legs, her calves in particular, are giving her a lot of problem towards the end of her life. It's almost as if they were swollen and they held a lot of water. Would you understand that, please, about aunt?
That could be true. Yes.
All right. Well, she's showing me them, and it looks like she might have had to wear something like a something that they put on their legs sometimes if they're holding water. It's like a stretchy thing. That's what she's showing me that was on her legs. One of them, at least, from time to time. And what's this? She's saying something about drinking water. I don't know what she means by that. What do you mean, Aunt? Drinking water was okay for her. She drank a lot of water, but it didn't help. Okay, you drank water, but it didn't help. I don't think Donna would know that, so I'm going to leave that alone. Okay. She's showing me there's a lot of, okay, she's very poor circulation towards the end of her life, and she is seeming to have something to do with the heart area or heart problem. Would you understand heart for her, please? Donna.
I don't know if that was the main cause.
Okay, well, there's a problem with her heart, she's showing me, and it causes a lack of circulation, and that causes her to hold extra water over her body. So I'm going to, it's very distinctive. There's also something else she's showing me. Now, you don't know anything about that, right, love? You don't know that. That her heart wasn't functioning well.
I know other things, but not that. No.
Okay. Because she is starting to show me other things.
It could be.
Yeah, it could very well be. Yeah, because she's starting to show me other things. I just wanted to make sure I cleared that before I went on to the other thing. There's heart and lung. There's also lung problems. This is a general slowing down in metabolism, body fluids. Everything's going to a halt. Okay, but what caused the passing, please, Aunt? I just got old. She just got old. It was her time to pass. She's saying it's more of an old age thing than she's giving me anything particular, like cancer, this or that. A slowing down of the body functions. There's also something else. She's given me an age, like as if she would be in her 80s, like 86. Would you know the age that she was, please?
Yeah, I do. She was 82.
Okay, so in the 80s, not 86, but 82. Okay, good. There's fluid in her lungs. There's a choking. She can't get breath. She's not really well for a long time. Before that, she does have problems with her circulation. We already said that. Also with her lungs, and there's fluid in her lungs. The problem with her lungs, and this is the problem that is most relevant for the passing, a lung problem. There's also a problem with the heart. So you don't know about the heart, but she's also bringing me to lungs. Would you understand lungs, please?
Not specifically, no, because I really didn't have I wasn't able to communicate with her for the last few years of her life.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Well, these are the things she's given me. There may be things that you could look into. Okay. So I'm going to try to get you things that you would know, if she would be so kind. As to do that. You do remember she had full lips. You know she has a nice, you didn't say this, but she has a nice straight nose. It's not real narrow, the nose. It's not real fat or anything. It's just it's a nice width for her face with this softness at the tip and soft nostrils. She's a good looking woman in her youth and even as she gets older. It looks like she does have a son that she's given birth to out of some of the children that she would have had. I only see a son right now. I'm not saying the son's in spirit or not. I'm not commenting on it. I'm just seeing that she has a child. It looks like it's one child, though, and it's a son. Would you understand that, please? She has a son. Donna?
Actually, she has 3 children living.
Okay, does she have a son out of those 3 children, please?
Yes, one of them is a boy, right.
And it's
boy and 2 girls living, right.
Okay, so she has one son, and that's what she just said. And I maybe it sounded like something more than that, but she did say she had one son. So there we go, all right? We got a few things there. We're trying to pull her in. She's not an easy one, especially since you haven't seen her for the last 5 or 6 years. There's a name coming in, a name like a Mary. Would you understand that for anyone you would know, please?
It begins with M, but it's not Mary.
Would it be an MAR name?
No, you want me to tell you?
No, that's all right, love. I just want to leave you with that, and you can. I'm not leaving you yet. I just want to say she said something like that. But there's something about your own mother. Did your own mother's name start also with an M, honey? Because she said something about, like, I'm also getting another name as well that starts with an M. That's a Miriam. Would you understand that name, please?
Not with her, no. My mother's name doesn't begin with M, but my father's name begins with an M. That was his half-sister, but not my mother.
All right, that's fine. It was all jumbled. I'm not really getting the best connection with her, love. I'm going to give it a couple more tries, and we'll see what we can get. So she does have one son. You know she might have had problem with her legs. The only thing you've really verified is the size of her lips, and that's about it. So if I can try to pull in 1 or 2 more things, maybe we can get a firm.
Can I give a message to her?
Yeah, let me just try one more time, honey, to get some more information, and then I'll let you. And by the way, you can always talk. By the way, everybody listening, you can always talk to your loved ones in spirit. Okay, it's not like you need a medium to make the connection. They'll hear you. You just call their name out 3 times, focus on them very, very strongly, and give them the message. It's like, clicking your heels together like Alice in Wonderland. Click, click, click. No, the Wizard of Oz, rather. Okay, so let me just see what I can get with her. Okay. Well, there is something kind of distinctive here. Would you understand that this aunt would have had reddish hair or reddish-brown hair when she was younger, please?
Maybe. Yeah, I didn't know her when she was younger. I mean, she wore wigs a lot, so...
Oh,
Hard
goodness.
to
Well,
know.
she's showing me that she has a reddish undertones to her hair. That's something you can check on. I know this sounds weird, but I do need to try to bring in one or two more things, and then you can say what you need to say. Okay, animals and she's a very smart woman when she's young. You do know about that. She says something about having a good education, a good educational background. She's a smart woman. Would you understand that, please? Yes or no, Donna?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to college together.
Okay. And she well, she's going to say you are too. She's something about money. She's good with money. She's not a poor person. She does have enough money. Even when she's young, she's never really left out in the cold. Family was well funded, what if you will, or there's enough money to go around. We're not very poor, but we're not rich, but we're not very poor. At least she's not. She's good with money. She gives me the impression of being good with money. Would you understand that, please? Yes or no?
I don't know.
You
I
wouldn't.
don't know. I guess so. I'm not necessarily. I mean, that wasn't one of her things. I mean, I don't know.
Well, she wasn't okay. Well, she shows me she's educated, and then right after that, she shows me that she has a successful career. She's not a poor person, and that's strong. That's a strong message. You would know it or you wouldn't know it. It wasn't like she went to college and then she became like she was always never having money. She had money. I mean, I'm not saying she was rich. I didn't say she was, the head of Virgin Airlines, but she
Right.
wasn't poor. You wouldn't know that? You don't know that?
Well, she went to college late in life, like in her 40s, and then she substitute taught for a little while. Then she became a casino person. So I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
she was a dealer.
Oh, there you go.
She was a dealer at a casino.
All right. Well, there you go, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had enough money. She did pretty well for herself, she says. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone because you're not really clicking with the messages, although I do feel they're valuable messages. Maybe you're just not, some of them you don't know the answers to, and others you're just not quite understanding what I'm saying. So let's just leave it alone, and you go ahead and deliver your message to her. Go ahead, honey.
Yeah, my Aunt Mickey, she was a character, and I don't know. I just, again, listening to you, I just know when the character comes through, you would know right away it was her because she's a character. But the last few years of her life, I wasn't able to communicate with her. She had a stroke and had speech problems, and I'm very sorry that we didn't have that time together at the end because I couldn't get to her. It was hard to get to her once she couldn't talk.
Oh, no wonder. Oh, okay. Well, that's a beautiful, beautiful reach out to her. But yeah, she's not communicating that well with me. When did she die, honey? Just recently?
June 8th.
June 8th. You know what? You could try maybe a little bit later on. Give it a little bit of time and we'll see what we get then. Okay, honey?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, love. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say that she hasn't recuperated yet, but because in the spirit world, everything is instant. But if Donna couldn't see, the funny thing is, the aunt didn't come in with that personality right away, and the only thing I can do is give her what I'm getting. And if Donna's not seeing it that way or not confirming it, then I can't develop it. So just to keep that in mind, anybody who does want mediumship, if I'm saying things that are valid, you're expecting one thing, but everything I'm saying is valid, just validate what I'm getting. The soul can develop and become more of the person you remember. It's just that these are little notches we have to kind of play with a little bit in the beginning till we get that full personality. Now, other souls do pop in right away. It all depends on the discernment. So we do what we got to do, right? We develop as best we can. Okay, I don't think I have anybody else for the other side. Let's see, you've got Donna there. We've got a couple of donations. Now, I'm going to go to Susie B first because she made a donation first, and then I'll go to Jackie, and then I'll go to the rest of the people waiting. Susie B. Hi, honey.
Hello, doll. Listen, you got another donation as well.
Oh, and who's that?
You have Edith. Edith has made a donation.
Oh, is that what that D means? Okay.
Yes,
Thank
Paul.
you. Thank you, sweetheart. Let me just fix that. Okay, so all right. So what can we do for you tonight, honey? What is your question?
Okay. So, just want to look at the relationship with Michael again, and you know, the both of us have the will there, but there are things that are interfering with coming together. Do you see us working those things through?
Yes, things can be worked out over time. Yeah, he is sincere, and he does really want to work them out with you. And he's healing himself on many levels to allow himself to let go of something from the past that he clings to, which gets in the way of him moving forward in his life. This is something you don't know about, or it hasn't really been discussed. So let me just see what this is, love. Okay, it's new information. Okay, what does this mean about Michael, please, Spirit? He's trying to let go of something from the past that held him back in life. It's a feeling about self-esteem and not being worthy. He also doesn't feel worthy of love. Here you come along, loving, sweet person, feeling really good about that. So his whole life was set up towards his whole life has been set up before you got here, and it only reflected a person who didn't feel worthy. Knowing you will help him feel more worthy, and he will be making changes as per your guidance and advice, just as you have been thinking, to treat himself better, to allow himself rest and restoration, to think out of the box about solving problems. And he will work with you in the ways that you're suggesting and that you have been suggesting. He is gaining a lot of, there's a whole different thing than just the topical aspects of the relationship. That on the underpinnings on a soul level is that the both of you are working out a lot of issues both of you have about love and self-esteem. Both of you are working out issues and coming together this lifetime to create a new perspective for both of you. So you're helping him, and as you do that, you're also helping yourself grow. So it looks very it looks very positive. A lot more so. This is new information that I didn't have before. Okay, sweetheart? Sounds good.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
One other thing, it's going to take about 4 to 6 weeks before you start seeing changes, because there are big changes need to happen, and you're only going to start to see the beginning of changes being put in place by 4 to 6 weeks. Before then, you'll see aspects of movement, but starting to see the actual outcome of some of it, you won't start to see that right away. That's going to take a little while. Okay? Because you're pretty much trying to move mountains right now. Yeah, you're trying to move mountains right now.
That's going to require a lot of patience. We already know how I feel about patience.
Bad girl. So that's your answer.
Okay. They're only meant for doctors.
Yeah, you're not very patient. You're not very patient. All right, sweetie, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go, honey.
Thanks you very much. Okay.
Thanks. Bye. Bye, love. Okay, coming to Jackie. Jackie?
Yes, hi.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
All right.
Question for you.
Okay.
So I don't want to tell you too much.
No, you know. Yeah. Ask, but don't tell me too much. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you afterwards. Okay. So my question is, will me and my husband be getting pregnant this month?
Okay.
I asked specifically for a reason, but
okay.
I could explain it after.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to say I don't want a lot of background, because then you influence me. But then we afterwards we will discuss a little more, so we make it all, we fit it all together. Okay, Jackie, and your last name starts with a J, honey. J, is it? Your last name starts with a J.
My maiden name is Chakra.
Uh,
Last name is Vidal.
okay, well, I just wanted that for a vibrational match. Hold on. Checking right now. We are now on the 19th of June. Yes, you will be. Yes. The answer is yes. Jackie, are you there?
Okay. Yeah. Yep, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Seems like you have. Okay. Do you? It seems like you already have children, though, right? You have some children already. Like
No.
you have no children. Does he have children?
No
Does he have children?
No.
Oh, do you have?
No.
You have dogs, though. I hear some dogs, right?
Yeah.
Do you have 4 dogs?
Yeah.
You have a lot of dogs.
We do. We have 3. Yes, we have 3, and the 4th one just passed last year. Yeah.
Okay, that's the 4 children then. Okay, that's what they were showing me. You have children, but they're not. But they're baby.
They are my fur babies.
Yeah, they're your fur baby. So I do feel that you will be. The answer is a yes, and I also feel that the gender would be female, and that it would be very, very good for the 2 of you. So you don't have much time left.
I really hope so. I don't.
Well, don't worry. None of this can be rushed. Go ahead, honey. What do you want to say?
No, sorry. Well, no, I was just going to say we did a procedure this month that cost $2,400. It was like an artificial insemination because we've been trying for a while and have been struggling. So literally $2,400 this month, and we're just waiting, and we find out next week. So that's why it just feels so much harder if it doesn't happen. Because it's not like we just do it naturally for free,
I hear you, baby. I hear you. Well, that's the answer. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right, love?
I appreciate everything. Thanks, Laura.
You're welcome, honey. Thank you so much, love. Okay. Bye-bye, honey. All righty then. That's exciting. I'm going to go to Edith. I'm just waiting for the phone lines to unstick themselves. Okay, going to Edith. Hey, Edith, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, sweetie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, love. Now, just the rules of the house. Don't give me any background. Just give me the question to start, and then we can always discuss it afterwards. So just give me a question without background, okay?
Okay. I want to know if I will be successful in applying for oh gosh, I don't know the word, for a loan to be discharged.
For a loan to be discharged, you mean that you would be forgiven on the loan? Is that what you mean? That you wouldn't have to pay it? All right. All right, hold on. Give me the initial or initials. Don't give me the name, but just the initials of the loan, please.
Oh. PP, I think it is.
Okay, P and P. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is for Edith, and she's 770 youth loan discharge PP. Hold on, honey. No. Hold on one second. I'm just going to double check that. I don't feel it's going to be discharged. I feel you're going to have to take another route to relieve yourself of that debt. Because whatever maybe you might want to consider filing bankruptcy, or there's another way around it, but the way it's set up right now, it's not going to work in your favor. You need to take additional steps. And you said, okay, I guess I have to say, it sounds like you already know.
Well,
you know what the additional steps are.
Because they advised me to call this, they gave me some information and told me to use my disability, and that could be a route.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't get it. It's going to be just forgiven. It's something you'd have to do to get rid of it. So I don't know if you're what I'm hearing is maybe you might be able to do it a bankruptcy or something. But there are other ways to get this done, but the way you're doing right now won't work. So don't worry too much about it. Just move forward. Don't hang out in upset. Just move forward to finding a new solution. Everything's going to be fine in the long run, and you won't have to worry much about money after this thing passes. You'll be a lot more careful and where you are signing your John Hancock, as well as whatever's going on with your money will be much more lucky, if you will, benign, if you will. So after this is over, you're going to have a lot more ease. So not to worry. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, honey.
Well,
thank you, love. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Bye. Okay, so I'm going to go to Jennifer, who's been waiting the longest, and she has a life question. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
Sure, just give me your question, no background. Go ahead.
In terms of love or romance, do you see a relationship with Chris and I in the future?
Hold on. Yes, it looks like it's going to work out. It does look like it's going to work out.
And I hope.
I also feel that it looks like there's a ring he wants to give you. So, getting a lot more serious rather quickly, and that he won't leave you anymore. There won't be any more of whatever was going on before. It feels like there was a lot of insecurity there in the relationship, and maybe back and forth or push pull. But that's going to be behind the two of you, and he's kind of like, now that he's going to be making a commitment, things are going to get a lot better between the two of you. It was just up to the point of making the commitment, but once he's made it, he will be a lot more in your face. And he's going to laugh about it too, because he's got a good sense of humor.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye, honey. Okay, I'm going to Talisha, who's been waiting a very long time. Hello, Talisha. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, love. Go ahead, honey, and give me a question.
How are you?
I'm good, hanging in there. What can I do for you, darling?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm waiting for your question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. You had said to me you wanted to just go ahead. Give me a question, love.
Yeah. Whatever comes up, I just kind of wanted to check in and make sure I'm on the right path and doing what I need to do.
All right. Let's see. Talisha, 808 area code. See if we can give her a message about being on the right path. Hold on. You're very modest, Talisha. You don't think much of yourself. You have to get a little bit more firm in asking for what you want and also setting boundaries. And there's a lot of things coming in here. You've been betrayed, you've been hurt, you've been taken from, and you need to get a little bit firmer in terms of what you want, a little more fierce about it. And this will aid you in doing what you need to do. Now, I know that doesn't relate to your question, but this is coming in, so I will let you hear it. Hold on, please. Hold on. There's a lot of magic in you, a lot of magic in your soul. You're a very giving and mystical person. You have a lot to give, and you can give that. But Spirit is saying that you have to have better boundaries, or maybe you've already started to set them. But having better boundaries will allow you to share your gifts and what you have to offer others. And without the boundaries, you will become depleted, as you have in the past, and used as you have in the past, and not be able to be going where you need to go and attain what you need to attain. So pulling all of this together, it feels, or the sense of this message seems to be that you're a spirit worker, a healer and a helper, but that you have to learn how to value the gifts more, ask for what you're worth, and not let people step all over you, and engage your own, he's saying, engage your spirit more to take care of you more. I hope that makes sense to you. It's a very unusual message.
It does. I've been struggling with finding the time to do what I'm passionate about. I have 1,000 business ideas, but I keep always coming back to one.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm
You too. Okay, so let's.
Just caught up in work and relationships.
Okay, so and do you have a child? Or you? Because I see a pregnant, like as if somebody made you pregnant, or you are pregnant, or something's there. It looks like you. I have to say, it's either somebody came and was in your life and left your life and sort of abandoned you with responsibilities. Like, do you have a child now, honey?
I have a 10-year-old.
Okay, and that's a responsibility. Are you a single parent?
Well, kind of. I have a fiance, and my mother's here, and she helps out.
But the father of the child is not around, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. So that all goes the same thing, all right? Because they literally showed it to me. You have got to do some significant inventory of self and write it down. You know, what are your gifts? You have some gifts. You're smart, okay? And you got to get a little bit more firm and a little bit more fierce, okay? Now, you're very nice. You're a little too nice for your own good. I know that may sound weird, but that's what they're telling me. You got to be a lot more strong in what you want and going after it. And the first step is to hear what you really want, which you're kind of trying to listen to it. And this is interesting because I kind of do this same thing, so I'm kind of getting a message from this as well. And that is, when we have all these different things we want to do, it can make us a little bit frantic. And maybe it all comes down to that whole self-love thing, right? So, right. So, do what was said. I think I said earlier in the show, which is, maybe take some time every day to journal on what you don't like in your life, and then, add the antidote to that in one step at a time, and eventually the fog will clear, and you'll start to get better at understanding the whole thing. But if you don't give yourself that airtime, if you don't give your soul that airtime, then you'll stay, going round and round and round and round and round and round and round. But you're very, very smart. You're very, very gifted. And you'll see you do know what you want. And it seems like it's more of a healer kind of thing. And that is what you should go after. But they don't want to should on you. They want you to figure it out because you have to have the motivation. And give yourself the gift of love. Give yourself the gift of authenticity. Okay? So it's good you called in today.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. The reason I say it's good you called in because the whole thing was all about authenticity. So read that article and add it into your life. Okay, love?
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to go to Christine. Christine, are you still there?
Hi, yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, sweetheart. I know you had waited such a long time. You might have left. Okay, sweetheart. So you said you wanted to ask a question about your own life, and I'm here listening. Don't give me background. Just give me the question.
Okay, my question is basically anything you could pick up in terms of my career for the future. I just want to know, I just would like some guidance on what should be my next job.
Okay. Hold on one second. Christine, where is the city that you're living in, honey? Because I just have ones on the switchboard. It helps me with vibration. Your city?
Right now, where I'm located right now, I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. You don't know what you want to do with your life at all. All right. Let's see here. Well, you can get any job if you want it. It's not a matter of that. I feel like, though, there's like a lot of vacancy in you of like not really having a strong sense of who you are and what you really want to do. So if you're asking me about a specific career that you already know you want, I'm not picking that up. Do you have a career, honey, that you want to enter? Because I'm not picking it up. I'm not seeing it. Okay, what is it, darling, then? What is the career? Maybe that'll give me more information for you.
Ultimately, in agriculture.
Okay, ultimately in agriculture. I think the problem is then you're not really sure what you want to do in agriculture, and you're really not sure how to go about it because there's a lot of uncertainty there. It's almost like you're in this, I don't know, this amorphous place, this shapeless place of, I know I want to be in agriculture, but I don't know the first step. I don't know the first leg into it. So that's what I'm going to look at for you. May I do so, please, Christine? All right. All right, because that's what the issue is. That's why I'm picking all this up. So Spirit's saying you need to get a little bit more specific. Christine, Pennsylvania, agriculture. And I guess you're also thinking, should I even stay where I am? And I'm kind of feeling that you wouldn't, that you might not stay where you are. You might want to take that into consideration. Are you free to move, honey, or is that completely not available to you from your perspective?
No, I want.
You want to move?
I want to move.
All right, good. Because I feel that you could move south a bit. It would help you a lot with job possibilities and getting started in a more agrarian kind of function. And what I see more is going due south. I see you going to a place that looks like Oklahoma to northeast Texas, in that area. Okay, you have to learn more about the actual agrarian process to be sort of in a location where you actually could be working and that there would be a longer growing season, so that you would be able to, because there's more need for there's more opportunity for employment there. So what I'm getting is more like south of you, honey, and I heard Texas before more than anything, actually. So I don't know if you had thought about that or not, but that's one lead I'm getting for you, love. So it's going to probably be in a different area than Pennsylvania. Let me just continue. See if I can get something more. Are you wanting to get in sustainable farming? Is that what it is, honey? Sustainable farming?
Yes.
All right. Because it wouldn't be just a normal, people calling this show wouldn't be just looking to become a regular farm. So, okay, I'm going down south, and I'm also going in a different direction. There's a place also in the mid-Atlantic area, which would be North Carolina and a little bit west of there. I see something there for you as well. And I'm going to just go silent for a moment just to see what else I can get, because this is not an easy one for you for some reason. Okay, Christine. Oh, you have education in this area. You do know what you're doing. But what I'm getting is you're going to have to more get into a more of a beginner, or what do they call that, entry level position, where you actually be doing some of the work, right? And I feel that there's a progressive area that would be a little bit south of North Carolina. It's a little bit inland. Now, what's a little bit southwest of North Carolina? Like it's inland a little bit. In that area there, it's not on the coast. It's in that area there. That's what I'm kind of seeing. See if there's anything else.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I actually applied for a couple of jobs, and they are located in different states. You did not mention them, so I'm just wondering. So should I? Does that mean I should just keep applying? Because I'm still up in the air with these jobs. I don't know. I haven't heard back from them yet.
Oh, okay. Well, what I would recommend is give me the initials of the hiring of the job,
90 seconds.
Where you would be working. Give me, actually, what I'll do is I'm going to make up 3 different numbers. One will be for your first job. The second number will be for your second job. And so you now give the definition to each of them. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Maybe you can make the one you want the most, number 1, the second one that's second best, and the third one. And I'll give you a quick answer, okay? So what I see for 1, 2, and 3, is there anything there, please? Because in your case, it's just like
60 seconds.
Nothing is coming in for you. Hold on. Christine, job 1, 2, or 3. Do any of those come in as possibilities, please, Spirit? No, there's another one that you'll be finding, so you should continue to look. Continue to look.
Okay.
There's another one that will be coming in. It's in that mid-Atlantic area that I said to you. It seems like it's an agrarian area. If I could pull up a map quickly, I could tell you where it is, but it looks like it's a little southwest of North Carolina. And they get enough rain. It's a very nice climate, and so on and so forth. And that's what I'm getting for you, and I think that would be your best bet. But you'll do well. You'll do well, Christine. Not to worry, honey.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Sure.
10 seconds.
Sure, I appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you. Okay, everybody. I just want to say thanks, everybody, for listening. And if you'd like a private session, just go to booklaura.com. If you put radio show in the event code field, you will get a third more time for free. Have a great day. I look forward to working with you on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, provided nothing interferes with that. That's an optional show. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.